Live, uncut, unedited. All right. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. We live, uncut, unedited. Come on in. Come on in. All righty. All righty. All righty. All righty. Live, uncut, unedited. All right. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Appreciate y'all. We got a nice little topic today. We go a little political today. We got a nice little topic today. I think would be okay. A nice little topic. Come on in, a nice topic. All right, let me connect the phone lines. And all right, connect the phone lines. And we should get ready and come on in, people. I'll give some shout outs as I normally do. All right. Let me see. All right. Miss Keys, what's going on? No comment. I was just listening. Okay. All right. Hey, Miss Keys, how you doing? All right. Let me go down this line real quick, get a couple of people. All right, Yolanda Williams, good evening. Tina Anna Laura, hey Martin. Uh the Tricia C Web, hey, how you doing? Carmen, okay. All right. Carmen Lewis, all right. Doretha Glass, all right. Tanya White, good evening. In chat. D, all right. Diana Gangs, all right. Miss Gory Keys, Trina and Laura, okay. Tanya Gamblin, all right. Xavier Dakes, Kathy, what's going on? Tomorrow, all right. April Lofton, Henry, all right, Henry, all right. Xavier Torrance, Arnold, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? All right, Big Drew, 79th, what's going on? Steven, what's going on? Put my phone on silent. Oh, man, this would be a great topic tonight, though. LaDonna Horton, what's going on? LaDonna Kelly Thompson, what's going on? Deborah Singleton, good evening, Martin, everyone. Watch Wisconsin. I mean, I think this would be a great discussion today. And it will be. I want to shout out to my YouTube family. And if you in from out of state, check in from what state you're calling from. You know, we always welcome our out of staters. You know, that's the bomb, you know, because you could be somewhere local, but you're right here with us out of state. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, people. This is definitely live, uncut, unedited. Arnold Coleman, what's going on? All right. Steven again. All right. All right. Let's go. Let's get it rock and roll. Tina Anthony, what's going on? That's right. That's right. All right, Kathy. Remix from last night. Oh, my goodness. Modesta. Otis, how you doing? Jimmy Dean, what up, brother? Said, check your phone. Okay. All right. Let me check my phone. All right. Let me check my phone. All right. Okay. Humanizing the badge. Okay. Join the discussion. Be a part of the badge. Okay. That's great. Okay. I got you. Got you. Got you. All right. Kelly Thompson, Minnesota. Annette Netta Boo Johnson. All right, Johnson. Virginia Beasley. All right, Doretha Glass, Las Vegas. All right. Nathan, what's going on? All right, we're finna find out. Monique Williams. All right. All right. Tam Forever. All right, Deborah Singleton. Come on in, people. We definitely got a show going on tonight. We need to find out. Let's see. Reggie Valentine, what's good? We're gonna see if y'all recognize some power in the house. Power in the house. I tell you, is live, uncut, unedited. All right, people. I need you guys to come on in. Come on in and talk to me. Let's see what's in the. How many people we got? 92 people. All right, come on in, people. Come on in. I'm still acknowledging people. Jimmy Dean, Lori had a hard time being man. Say certainly gonna be a task. Okay. All right. Says that Kari Willis not here. All right. All right. Chicago is my hometown, and I was born and raised there all my life, and I've only been here in Wisconsin for 3 years. Take care of my dad. Okay. All right. Barbara Melvin. All right. How you doing? All right. All right. Come on in, people. I need y'all to share the video so we can get this show rolling. Get this show rolling. I tell you. All right, now I don't need no long drawn out story. I'm gonna call on some of you, but I don't need no long drawn story. So let's tell me, get to your points. I'm gonna give y'all a lot because y'all, man, we went hard last night. Andrea Bland. All right, all right, all right. Jimmy Dean. You said Lori had a hard time being married. All right, come on, people. Well, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited to talk about this. And don't worry about what I think. It's not a matter of what I think. I want to know what you guys think. All right. All right. I want to know what you guys think. That's what I want to know. So don't be worried about what I say. It doesn't matter. Count me out this time. Count me out. Count me out. Let's see. We got any more newcomers on here. I want to hear some first time call. Denise Whitelow. What's going on, Denise? I just shared it. Okay. All right. All right, Mohammed. What's up, bro? What's up, though? What up, though? What up, though? Listen, people, share the video too. Cheryl Blakely, how you doing? All right. I am from Houston, but I live in Dallas, outskirts of it. And I mean, I'm in this live every day. It's very interesting. Thank you for coming on in, people. Y'all know I'm trying to get global now, international. I tell you, it's real. We need to talk about it. I mean, listen, this is the type of show that things that you think about and things that you're afraid to say, that's what we talk about and say. So we talk about painful, sensitive, Reese Love, what's up? What's up? Issues. Barbetti. I hope I'm chosen by God. Good evening. All right. So I mean, this is real. This is real, people. Come on in. I think we got over 100 people. We can get started. We ain't got to wait. We don't have to wait. Let's see what we got. Okay, we got over 100 people. We can get started. All right, I'm taking calls. 872. Hold on, I ain't got to do all that talking. All right. I love being. All right, I didn't even save my number in here. Hold on. I thought I saved it. All right, well, I got to have to say it then. 872 299 0808 or 872 297 6389. Come on in, people. This is live, uncut, unedited. Come on in. I need y'all to call in. I need some callers so we can talk about. Please don't give me a whole paragraph. Hey, Jules Smith, what's going on? April Lofton, she want Kim Fox job. Shaman Lori won't do anything different. Okay. All right. Well, let's come on. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Maybe this is a better job for Lori. We don't know. Let's see. I'm willing to talk about it. All right. Live, uncut, unedited, people. Come on with it. Come on with it. Come on with it. All right. I need some callers. Let's call in, people. The lines are open. The lines are definitely open. And Detricia Webb, all right. Lines are open because FOP wants to put her there, their white supremacist person there. Okay. All right. Decor Lake, how are you doing? I'm doing wonderful. All right. Vicky Gavin, come on, somebody call in. Renee Jackson, what's up, Miss Jackson? Call in, Miss Jackson. Talk to me. You've always given me a intelligent point. Talk to me. Talk to me. Come on in, people. This is live, uncut, unedited. And matter of fact, let me put her face on the screen. I'm going to do that. Let me put Lori's face on the screen. All right. I'm going to do that. Lori Lightfoot face on the screen. All right. Here we go. All right. Now, what do you think, people? Lori Lightfoot, new state's attorney for Chicago. Yes or no? Yes or no? People quiet. A lot of you guys voted for Lori. What's going on? A lot of you guys voted for Lori, so let's hear. Michelle E. All right. Y'all voted for Lori, so that's Tanya White. Come on, talk to me. Arnold Coleman, come on, talk to me. Renee Jack, go back and forth, former law firm. This shit, you pay those red light camera tickets before you leave office. Okay. All right. Rochelle Pasley from Minnesota chiming in. Jimmy Dean, what's going on? All right. Michelle Phelps Bradford. All right. Annette Boo Johnson again. Okay. Come on with it, y'all. Denise Whitelow. All right. Eric. All right. April Lofton. All right. Monique McCoy. All right. Angela Blakes. All right. All right. Come on, people. Angie White. Okay. I think Kim Fox is doing a very excellent job. I don't think Lloyd would do a good job. Okay. All right. All right, man. Y'all come on, talk to me. I'm the first one to talk about this. And she probably might be running just because of what you guys say. So I need a call in. I need someone to call in. All right. I need a call in person tonight. I'll tell you, I need one tonight. I'm live, uncut, unedited. Lori Lightfoot, yay or nay? I tell you, some of you guys voted for Lori Lightfoot, yay or nay? She is an attorney. All right, come on in, people. All right. All right. Kim Fox today, she made an announcement that she will not be running for re-election. Yeah. So hey, greetings. Hey, Monique McGee, how you doing? Somebody said, nope, go back to Ohio. Dion J. Williamson. All right. B Mo. All right. All right, y'all. Come on, call in 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389. I'd like to know if you wants Lori to run for state's attorney. I believe is in 2024. Kim has made a peace with the office. She said she's not going to seek re-election. Yes, Lori Lightfoot was a federal prosecutor. All right. See, let's see what's going on. The number is up there. Katina Davis said, I would think she would be okay for the job. People should give her a chance. Don't be so judgeful. All right. Well, call in, Kim. Talk to me. Talk to me. I have no callers. The caller bank is empty, and I'm looking for some callers. I have no callers. Come and talk to me. All right. Annette said, yes, for me, sometimes change is good, and she does have legal experience. Okay. Ramsey Lewis. All right. All right, people, let's come on with it. Come on with it. All right. We said Kim Fox is very smart and strong woman. I wish her well. Her and Lori Lightfoot need to enjoy their life, and those problems were there before they got in office. And I agree. That would be downgrading for Lori. Okay. Roosevelt. Hey, Roosevelt. What's going on, Roosevelt? Give me a call, man. 872-299-0808. All right. Papa Padilla. All right. Yes, I will vote for her. Okay. All right. Call in, people. What's wrong? I mean, a lot of people voted for Lori Lightfoot. I believe she was in third place. I think it was Paul Vallis, Brandon Johnson, Lori Lightfoot, and Chuy Garcia. I think in that order. All right. We're familiar with Lori. How'd she get out? Should we vote for Lori? Well, would she make a good state's attorney? Hey, I need to hear from you guys. All right, come on now. All right, this live uncut. And then I got y'all on here. Look, y'all talking in the comments. I need some new callers. 872-299-0808. Again, 872-297-6389. Looks like I just got a caller. I want some new callers to call in. I mean, you don't have to have a long, drawn-out process. Just tell me yay or nay and your reasons why, okay? I mean, I'm not going to beat you up. Don't worry about, okay, I got 2 more callers. It's coming in. That's what I'm talking about. A lot of people voted for Lori Lightfoot. A lot of people believe in Lori Lightfoot. So I don't, hey, let's see what's going on. All right, caller, 9031. I think you're ready to talk now. 9031, you next live. I'm cut.
Renee Jackson calling.
How you doing? Who's this calling?
Good.
This Renee?
Jackson.
Hey, Renee, how are you?
How are you?
All right, good. I'm getting a little static, a little breaking up. I don't know if you got me on loud mic or Bluetooth.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you like, you got a little, I don't know, the connection. Is it my connection or yours?
Oh, is this better?
No, it's like kind of breaking up, crumbling. I can hear you.
I don't have anything on though.
Okay, I'm trying. Well, do me a favor. Just hang up and I'll wait you call back and you still be my first person. Try to hang up and call right back.
Not a problem.
Okay,
Bye.
all right. We're going to wait on Renee. All right, people, those that's on the live right now, please turn your Facebook down on mute, please. Do that for me. All right. Turn your phone down on mute. Those of you on the live right now, turn your Facebook down on mute, please. Because I hear echo. 5630. Turn it down. 5630. I don't care. Just listen. Let me put you on mute then, but maybe you'll call back. I can't take it. Okay, 9031. Yeah, go. That's much better. Go ahead. All right, come on, talk to me, Miss Renee.
I don't think she's.
Go ahead.
In my opinion, you're right, and I did share that before that I did vote for Lori Lightfoot the first time because she ran on a platform of change. And the same thing with Kim Foxx. They both came in on the Laquan McDonald issue, discussing change, and there was no change. The only change that we saw was a city that became a destructive city. And Kim Foxx had a high turnover of attorneys under her leadership. And as someone at that level, that is not a good sign. That is an indication of the leader when you have such a high turnover of attorneys who are leaving the state's attorney's office. While Lori Lightfoot is an officer of the court, which means she's a lawyer, she is also not qualified. She was not qualified to be mayor. We all realize that, which is why she was voted out. And she's not qualified to be or to take over to Kim Foxx's office. What I think Lori needs to do is take a break, make sure she pays those red light camera tickets that so many people bothered our new mayor-elect about, his bills that were due. I want to make sure that she pays the red light cameras that are due for her private detail as they were going through red light cameras. Let's make sure those are paid for before she leaves office. But I think she needs to go back to the law firm that she came from. And I think that was Mayor Brown. That's probably more of her, something that she can handle, but something being mayor or, the next person under or the next Kim Foxx, that just can't happen. I don't think, we suffered under Anita Alvarez. Kim Foxx came in and said she was going to make all these changes, and she did nothing but make a disaster of that office.
You think so?
When you're dealing
let me ask you a question.
Yes, I do. And when you're dealing with something that is legal and you have people who are officers of the court, there are standard procedures and practices. And Kim Foxx was not and is not the best candidate. Unfortunately, as I said, Kim Foxx came in on the Laquan McDonald issue. People were upset. People wanted reform. They were tired of Anita Alvarez. And when you talk a good game and you get in office, you need to follow up and you need to continue talking that good game and you need to continue to walk
let me ask you a
your
question.
talk.
Did she do anything that she said that she was going to do? Kim Fox.
But she did
Like what?
remove a
Like
number
what?
of she did remove, I believe she removed a number of things as it was related to people who were in jail for marijuana or small charges.
So
that is not what we're talking about here,
no,
Martin.
no, but hold it.
Those are small things.
No,
And
hold on.
I'm glad that those people are out of jail
no,
for
Miss Jackson.
tedious things
Miss
like
Jackson, that's not small. Let you sit in jail for a petty crime and you overcharge and you tell me that's small? That's not small.
Right, but what I'm saying is,
That's
Martin,
not small. Don't say that now. Come on now.
No, when
All right,
I say small, Martin.
Okay.
No.
Go ahead.
When I'm saying small, that is not talking about something where someone has killed someone.
Okay.
While she did release people from jail, right, for petty crimes, as they like to talk about, or like they like to say, and I agree, those people shouldn't have been in jail for things like that. Kim Fox did not do the platform that she talked about.
Okay. Like what?
She talked about a number of changes, Martin.
Let me hear it.
What
Let me hear it.
changes
You telling
happened
me
under her
something,
leadership?
Renee? I need to hear it. Come on, tell me what she didn't do that she promised. I want to know.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, well, remember she talked about a lot of change that she was going to do as it related to the police officers,
Okay.
right?
Like what?
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
What changes happened? What changes happened under that?
Did
the
Jason
police officers went into someone's home? Yes.
Did Jason Van Dyke get convicted? Did he get charged?
Do you believe that?
I'm asking you a question.
Believe that sentence that he received?
No, hold it. Now let me just say this. Kim Fox is not the judge. Yeah. Let's put things in perspective, though. See, let's put things in perspective. Everybody have a protocol level of thing. You know what? A lot of people don't know. When the police arrest you, they write up charges. It's up to the state's attorney to charge you for those charges that they written up, according to what's on the law or what's on the books, in that order. Now, you hear the police. Mayor Lori Lightfoot was blaming Kim Fox for some things. She letting the criminals out of jail. First of all, in the court of law, I don't care if you carjacked somebody. You are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Now, let me say this. In pretrial, if you go out there and get caught with a gun and you get eye bond, $500, $300 house arrest, and you go kill somebody 2 days later, you can't blame that on Kim Fox. You have a right to a pretrial, a bail. And that's what they was doing. That's what they were doing. So they demonized that position because as long as Anita Alvarez was in there, locking people up, false confessions, make them sit in jail for petty crimes for a whole year, wasting taxpayer dollars. I mean, is that what we want? Now, before Kim Fox got in there, and I can say, now I'm not saying Kim Fox was perfect, but I will say this. She emptied them jails out, though. All the little small petty crimes. She emptied, and those people that was charged for drug-related crimes, she got them out of there too as well, and which they should have. So how can you lock up Black boys and girls and Mexicans, Latino descent for drugs? Now you become a drug dealer, the state becoming. I mean, that make sense. Under Anita Alvarez,
right? And that's what I said, though, Martin.
Yeah, but I didn't hear you say that. Go ahead.
Right, but oh no. What I said was I was glad that she released those people from jail. They shouldn't have been in jail. We have people who are violent criminals who belong in jail. And Kim Fox did not follow through with what she said she was going to do. One of the things she talked about was her progress on reform agenda.
Okay.
But what did she do with it?
Okay. So reform agenda. Now, so now
Right.
let me
That was
just
one of her platforms.
okay. Let me just tell you
Mm-hmm.
this. Now, a lot of no cop ever got prosecuted under Anita Alvarez. Not one. Cops couldn't do nothing wrong under Anita Alvarez. Couldn't do nothing wrong.
And I
Nothing wrong.
totally agree with you.
Couldn't do nothing wrong. But under Kim Fox administration, you had cops that had served prison time, and rightfully so. When
Mm-hmm.
you commit police crimes, you're not above the law. You didn't see that under Anita administration. Whatever the police said she gave them, Kim Fox was the only state's attorney, still is, that challenged CPD. When you bring her a case, have all the facts and evidence. And that's not wrong with that, because Chicago have a history of false confession, lying on black people, getting them arrested. Even right now, today,
Yes, I agree.
people are being let out of jail because
Exactly.
these road detectives have lied, been promoted. Now some of them are retired. Black people. Why is it always the black people? Chicago have a history of corruption. We're talking about people with suits and ties in the upper. We're not talking about drive-by shooters. We're not talking about carjackers. We're talking about politicians.
Right. We're talking about white-collar criminals.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what we're talking
agree
about.
With you.
And a lot of that going on.
But your question was, do we want Lori Lightfoot in Kim Fox's place? In my opinion, no. We've had years of surging violence, right? Cook County has to have some type of criminal justice reform, right? And we don't have that, Martin.
Okay.
We're talking about violent criminals who are doing whatever they want to do. And that can't continue to happen.
Why you think that? Why do you think that, Renee? Now, we got laws on the books. Now, why do you think that? Let me ask you that question.
So let me ask you a question.
No, answer my question. Hold on. Answer my question.
Yes.
Why you think that?
Say the question again, please.
The question was, you said we have violent offenders, criminals out here. Why do you think that?
Because there's no repercussion for what they do.
Okay. So you're telling me that we don't have laws for violent criminals?
We do have laws for violent criminals, but are we actually putting those laws when people are arrested for violent crime?
Mm-hmm. Now, let me educate you a little bit.
Are they being held accountable?
Let me educate you a little bit. If I go to jail for carjacking somebody, and the judge give me, rightfully so, he can't give me I bond, and I bond out, that's a violent offense. Is that Kim Fox fault? I'm asking you.
If somebody does what?
It's if I, Martin Johnson, go out there and carjack somebody and get arrested, and they give me house arrest or bond, is that Kim Fox fault?
Who sets the law? It doesn't necessarily mean that it goes to Kim Fox to say, hey, Kim,
now that's what I'm saying. Now,
that isn't how any job works.
Thank you. That's
when
the point.
You have somebody who is in the C-suite, right?
That's what I'm saying. You saying they're letting violent criminals go away. Violent criminals have a right to a bond, a pretrial. Most people, when they go to court, they admit not guilty, and we know they're guilty as daylight. But it's a process. And that's what I'm trying to tell people. You cannot hold criminals in jail for certain crimes, no matter if they're violent, without giving them a bond. Now, the only thing that they really don't give you a bond here is for murder. And if they do, it's extremely high, $2 million. So if somebody go out there and kill somebody and able to post bond, and they get out 2 days later and kill somebody again, is that Kim's fault? Is that her fault? See, we have to know how to process.
That's not necessarily Kim.
That's what I'm trying to...
Martin, that's not necessarily Kim's fault per se. That's part of the state's attorney's fault.
How?
The office as a whole.
How?
Martin, Martin, typically when something like that happens, that doesn't go to someone at a Kim Fox level. That goes to people in her office who handle specific cases. As we all know, and it's been all in the news, right? Her office has had a complete turnover.
Yes.
Martin, when you have a state's attorney's office where the lawyers have said they have zero confidence in her,
Okay.
these are the attorneys, okay?
Okay.
When they have zero confidence in her, that speaks volumes. That's like you as a business owner and your employees saying, I don't have any confidence in him because I don't think he can continue owning Wayside Construction Company.
Okay.
And here are the reasons why. When attorneys are writing and saying, this is the reason why, or the second in command leaves her office, that speaks volume.
Okay.
And you're right. We are allowed a due diligence of standing before a judge in a court of
Now,
law.
hold it right there. Hold it right there. Hold it right there. Hold it right there. Hold it. Renee, let me talk. Renee, let me talk. Let me talk. Let me talk. Now, because your staff under you, lawyers, and say, hey, I can't do this no more. Now, a lot of, and we know, was based on she's a woman and she's a black woman. We still living in a day and age, and I make no excuse, where some people cannot take leadership coming from a black person, authority. They just can't. It's not in their blood.
And so hold on.
I'm just saying they will sabotage everything. We've seen certain groups of people, if things don't go their way or we think they should, they'll pull the resources out of the community. They'll take jobs and pack up and leave. We're seeing that even right now, before Brandon Johnson gets in office. We're seeing it right now. A lot of this behavior is based on discrimination, racism, hatred. It's based on that. And for the point the finger at Kim Fox and say that she's letting the criminals out of jail, Kim Fox did not write no law. The law was already there before she got there.
Right, but here's the thing. But here's the thing. Voters vote on specific laws, right? But that isn't what your platform is about tonight. Your platform is
I'm just telling you, listen, regardless whatever, I'm just saying, but you was made some statements about Kim Fox, and people need to know and understand how the process. One thing about us, we move on emotions.
Right,
we need to move on facts.
Already know that, so by voting,
right.
But Martin, as voters, unless someone is a first-time voter, people who have voted every time there's an election, they should be reading the qualifications of the person who's running for office, and they also need to listen to what the person is saying. Now, thank God the citizens of Chicago had enough of Lori and said, no, she didn't do what she was supposed to do, Martin. It had nothing to do with her being a woman of color. It had to do with her not being able to act on what she talked about, the reform that she talked about.
Okay, now let me just say this.
The citizens of Chicago gave Kim Fox another chance, right? Mm-hmm. To say, okay, we're going to give you another chance by electing you twice to do the changes. With everything that has happened, Martin, with the violence in the city and the turnover in her office.
Okay.
Martin, do you really believe even the callers on your page that most of them would have voted her back in office? I don't think so.
I don't know. I can't say that.
We didn't even vote Lori back in office.
I can't say that.
I know I wouldn't have voted for her again.
Right. I mean, it's okay.
And I voted for Kim Fox the first time.
Listen, I voted for her twice, and she got in. She won. The people spoke. The people spoke.
Right, exactly, and that's exactly right. It's what the people vote for.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, Renee, thank you. I got to go to the next caller. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
All
Martin.
right, no problem.
I appreciate the platform.
All right. All right, thank you.
Okay,
I
bye-bye.
believe we have 3268. Call it. You're live, uncut, unedited. 3268. 3268.
Good evening, Martin. What's going on? It's Roosevelt.
Hey, Roosevelt. Thank you for calling in. Appreciate you. Roosevelt, I want to personally apologize for last night. I didn't like
told
what.
Me to call in.
Yeah, I know I told you to call in. I want to personally apologize for last night. Normally, what I don't do is allow name calling on here, and I didn't like that, what took place last night. So we'll talk offline and we'll get that straightened out.
I don't feel right about. I'm just going to say just one thing about that, and then I'm going to move on to tonight's topic. Coming from someone who says that they're, educated and everything, can speak several different languages, I could have taken that a little bit better from someone out there on the street rather than her. I was going to send you a message about that and everything today, but I mean, it's not your fault and everything. That's just something that got out of control, but I think it's still a discussion that just needed to be had, and hopefully all of us was able to get our points across like we did. But, we'll talk about it later. But I just had to say that I expected better out of that young lady.
Okay.
But getting to tonight's topic about, Kim Fox, I watched the press conference and everything today. And yes, I mean, me, myself, I'm a little bit like you. I voted for her twice and everything myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of agree a tad bit with, not trying to get on nobody's bad
no
side,
problem.
a little
Go
bit
ahead.
with the last caller.
Go ahead.
Because I mean, we do have violent criminals and everything, out here. But yeah, we have laws and everything on the books, of course. But at the same time, it's up to the state's attorney to help, like, enforce those laws and everything. But I mean, she did, I feel, do some good things with bail reform, because it doesn't make. I can understand murder or carjacking maybe, but it don't make any kind of sense that just because somebody, may commit something very small or do a small thing, just because they don't have, or poor, they don't have money for a cash bond, that they have to sit in jail for, like, maybe up to a year until their trial date. I don't think that makes any kind of sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, like, who is going to get in the office, who's going to replace that and everything. But I wouldn't have any confidence in Lori Lightfoot either, because I voted for her once. And the reason why I got so turned off with her, I talked about it so much on this platform, but I think I think it bears repeating. When COVID first happened, me, myself, and Martin, from my story, that I'm a victim. I'm a past victim of the Chicago Police Department. And one thing that you don't do, I don't care what's going on, is threaten to lock me up. And that's something that she said, that if you all don't stay home and everything, if you all come out, we will lock you up. I took that as a personal threat. And she got so over emotional about COVID, about a darn virus, something that no one can even help, but yet wouldn't even say anything when one of our children is shot down in the street. She promised police reform. She came in on the whole Laquan McDonald thing, so did Kim Fox. But when it came down to the Action That Young thing, she did the same exact thing that Rahm Emanuel did, trying to cover the whole darn thing up after she ran on a platform of transparency. So I just said all of that just to say all of this, that a whole lot of politicians, that sometimes whenever they come in, they do good. They start off good, but in the end, all of them, whether they be white, black, Latino, Asian, all of them in the end up leaving corrupt. Every last single one of them.
Okay. All right, Roosevelt. That's it. I'm going to go to the next caller. You're welcome to call back if you want to. Thank you. All right.
Thanks a whole lot, man. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, too, for calling in. All right, 5630, making all that noise. 5630. Come on, caller. 5630. Last four digits of your number. Hey, caller. All right, well, I see somebody I can use. I'm going to hang up on that caller. Let me hang up on them. 5630, your last chance. 5630. Okay, not you. No, not you. I'm not talking to you. I'm 5630. Last four digits of your telephone number. 5630. Are you five? Is that the last 4 digits of your telephone number? Okay, I see Marcus.
No, I'm sorry. 5447.
Okay, not you. I believe it's Marcus up there next. Come on, Marcus. 0941. Come on, Marcus.
Well, you talk about Kim Fox
Right,
and the news that she brought to.
right.
So I voted for her twice.
Okay.
And I think that she was, in my opinion, doing the best that she could do.
Okay.
She's the prosecutor. I think people don't understand that. She is the prosecutor. She doesn't make the law. She played by the law. And there are some things that she probably saw that wasn't prosecutable because there was not enough evidence for her to go to court with. So I think people don't understand that they're blaming her for the carjacking crime. I don't think they understand the art of white supremacy.
Educated.
White supremacy is real. It is in it's right here in the city. What I'm afraid of, black people, get your sons and get your daughters adult too. Because when her term is up, it's going to be hell trying to put another black person in that office. And then we got to put one in that office that can be bought or controlled by the powers that be. I think Kim Fox was a fair person, or tried to be fair in a system that wasn't fair. And what will happen is they'll probably put somebody white or Hispanic in there, and they're going to go out. They're going to fill the jails. It's money in the prison system. They're going to flood the jails with black money.
Say it. And let me just say this. I'm telling you, I agree 100% with Marcus said. And we haven't even discussed this. They haven't even spoken to him about that today. I guarantee you parents out there, when Kim leaves office in 2024, you better have your house in order. Because I guarantee you, Kim have already proven to the world that a lot of black people was charged with no evidence. No evidence. She's shown that. She makes sure she makes sure that if the Chicago police going to charge a criminal that was accused of committing a crime, they better bring all the evidence. You have to listen, there's a process, people, and the criminal justice system is big business. The jail is big business. You're going to wish a Kim Fox was in that office once they put this whip on some of you guys, on all of us. You're going to wish somebody that was in the office. See, a lot of you guys that look like me don't understand law. If the white people complain, you complain. The white people cheer, you cheer. If the white people sick, you sick. Don't know law. Haven't done no research. You want to fit in so bad with the conversation. It's a system in play. The system was in play before Kim Fox got into the office. It's a system. It's a system, people. And it's designed to hold people that look like me and you back. It's designed to put felony charges on your youth so they would not be able to apply and compete for jobs in their adult years. Believe it, people. Now listen, we're still living like we still living back in the 60s in a sense. You said, well, how that, Martin? We're not being called the N-word, but they treating us like that. Now, a lot of us not being hung or hanged from the tree, but they're doing it in the courthouse. They're doing it in the banks. They're doing it in the big companies when they bill us. They're doing it that way, people. It's still alive. Can't you see that black people are being replaced? You can't go in a restaurant in the city of Chicago, a major restaurant, and see a lot of us in there working. Is it because black people are lazy? We don't want them jobs? What is it? People, why is it that when a black man or a black woman take office, is so much scrutiny? But when that white man is in there, people quiet, they know something, they won't say anything. All that false confession stuff was under state's attorney Richard Daley, the son. You hear nobody say anything bad about him. Not at all. Not at all. I just want to say that. You hear him talking about John Burge and the false confession. You don't even hear black officers that was on the force then. Don't say anything. They pretend like they didn't know anything. Didn't hear anything. I'm telling you people, my people that look like me, you better get your house in order. Go ahead, Marcus. I had to say that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to respond to one of the listeners who was saying he wrote a comment saying that y'all black people kill me. Where was y'all when Daley was in office? There were black people. I don't know if you know it or not, sir. There were black people who challenged Daley. They did not like Daley, but it was also our great black pastors who kept endorsing Daley. And it was the lack of black people coming out to vote Daley out of office. You had people like Mel Reynolds, if I'm correct, who ran up against Daley. He could have won had the black community backed him. You had several people that ran up against Mayor Daley. But you also had our own black people who supported Mayor Daley. I see your point on that, but there were black people fighting Daley. They didn't like Daley. They were fighting him when he was state's attorney as well. They did not like Daley. You have people that want to turn back the hands of time and bring Chicago back to the real racist city that it was in the 70s and 80s. And now it's still pretty much prejudice, but it's showing. They hated Kim Foxx and they're loving it. Today was a great day for them. And she made the announcement that she will not run again. I don't know why she decided not to run again, but we're in trouble if we don't.
Marcus, hold on. I said white person on here. Benny Morton. Stop blaming white folks. Chicago politicians are mostly black. Blame yourself. Kim Foxx was a loser. And if you had a real leader, there would be less crime. These dudes, a racist. I love it when a white person called me racist. Your whole system is built on racism, keeping white people at top and black people down. You can't tell me, those of you that's white, you don't have no privilege in this country. And I'm going to say this. When I see a white person out on the street begging, panhandling, I just shake my head because nowhere in the world that you white and living in this country and you panhandling, you can get endorsed that a rich black person can't get in just because of your skin color. Sad situation when I see that on that. First of all, let me just say that. In my book, Kim Foxx is a winner. The people made the choice to put her in there. I voted for her. They made the choice for her. You didn't say that when the racist Anita Alvarez was in there. She didn't even like her own kind. She catered to the white folks. Her own kind voted her out of there too as well. Mm-hmm. You mad because the black people are not sitting in county jail 10,000 strong? Are you mad over petty crimes? Are you mad? Anything that benefit black people, they fight against it. Black lives matter. All lives matter. You know, they killed me. And they killed me when black people go out there and march, But then guess what? They do the same thing. It's okay when they do it. We can't do it. Somebody like me get up and say, I love being black. I'm racist. I'm racist. Wow, really?
We can never be racist.
No power. No power. You just hate to see a black woman in office and allowing the law to work for black people. You don't like that. But that's the law was laid down. You don't like that. You didn't say nothing, Mr. White Man.
And to the white brother.
Yeah, go ahead.
To the white brother, you're dealing with a group of young black people and older black people like myself who ain't taking this shit no more. So you can put who you want to put in office. It's going to be hell in the city of Chicago. Because, and I'm making a statement. These kids are not going to take these white fucking police officers brutalizing them anymore. They're going to come out swinging. They done seen, you all have shown us on TV repeatedly how you did us. Emmett Till's mother never got justice. You think those kids don't see that? You think all black kids, all young black people are stupid? Even the ones on the street, they've seen these images. They've read these stories. And they're already saying, we ain't our great-grandparents and we ain't our ancestors. We are not going back to the way you all think you're going to put us back. So you can cry, you can call us stupid. Kim Foxx was the best damn state's attorney we ever had in this city. Harold Washington was the best damn mayor this city ever had. And I'm going to go so far as to say Barack Obama was the best damn intelligent president that ever walked in a damn White House, because the rest of them are dumb and stupid. No wonder the country is the shape it's in. Can't no white person tell me jack shit. They need to go sit in the corner and shut the fuck up. I'm sorry, Martin.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's the truth. You know, listen, and that's the truth. They always get on here and tell us what we should be mad. And them get along, go along, Negroes follow right behind whatever the white man say. They always lie. Always lie. Listen, people, why do you think that Chicago police have body cams and dash cams? Because of lies. If their integrity was so right and on point, we wouldn't need these body cams. Tell a story exactly where it happened. That's why we have cameras. That's why we have it. And anybody know in the judicial system, you are innocent until proven guilty. But you know, if you in this color, right, this complexion right here, you're guilty before you're innocent, proven innocent. We know that. And I remember when the county jail, I've been in the county jail back in 99 to 2000, overcrowded, full of petty crimes in there. Not even talking about the violent crime, petty crimes. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, ma'am, I'm coming to you.
Damn it.
Yeah. Hold on, brother Marcus. All right, 5447. 5447. Last four digits of your telephone number. 5447.
I'm 14 on there. I would like to speak to.
Well, you got to wait, ma'am. I got people in front of you. There's an order we have to do here, okay?
Okay, Appreciate Brother Martin.
All right, well, I mean, that's how we
Brother
do.
Martin, you know me.
No, regardless if I know you now, I'm just letting you know. You know, we got an order. People been waiting.
Okay, I respect it.
Okay, thank you. All right. 1409. 1409.
Yes, that's me.
All right, well, come on with it.
Yes, that's me, Martin.
All right. Come on, let's hear it.
I just want to, remind everyone that Kim Foxx is stepping down. She did not lose. She's just stepping down because, like you said, they're making all these false claims about her. I read everything on the book. Get Kim Foxx out of the office. She ain't did nothing wrong. I'm with you, Martin. She ain't did nothing wrong. Everything is done by the law.
The law that they wrote, that they put down.
She's stepping down. She didn't lose. Yeah, she didn't lose. So all these fake callers, all these aggravated callers, angry bird ass callers, she did not lose.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna tell you,
stepping down. She still got almost 2 years down there in office.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you and see and listen.
Yeah, she good.
Yeah. When white people can't control you, guess what? They demonize you. Just like they try to use the fear tactic about the public safety and all that ran on fear. It didn't work. It didn't work. Now here's a man, you talked about Brandon Johnson didn't pay his water bills. Here's a man didn't pay his people that work for him. And the ones that got paid, they stiffed him.
And they
Paul Vallis. They do all this talking, people. Who died and left them God? That's what I want to know. Who died and left them God?
That's what I want to know too. I agree with you because guess what? Paul Vallis wasn't getting in there. And I missed my voting, but I knew he wasn't getting in there.
I'm telling you.
He's like Brandon say, he on the west side, he's happy, and he's gonna do what he gotta do. Lori ain't did nothing bad either. Okay, never got a man up in there.
Yeah. So I mean, and you gotta remember, we're dealing with a
they
system.
All good with me.
Yeah, you got a black face, but we know who the lion is in the room. We know who really running things. It's the white folks. Even the white folks not even in leadership.
Sure,
their policy is there. You still can't get around their policy.
They ain't even saying nothing. Listen, they ain't even saying nothing. And the reason why she's stepping down is because it's some bullshit behind. Not Brandon ain't got nothing to do with it. It's some other shit.
Man, you gotta watch your language, baby. You must not. You gotta watch your language, baby. Young lady, you gotta watch your language, okay? I let you slide one time, but twice is too many. Okay.
Who, me?
Yeah, you. Yeah, you. Okay.
What I do?
You curse, baby.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And we on a platform.
He was just cussing.
He cursed once and you cursed twice back to back.
The person just went crazy.
Yeah, I just told you. I allowed it one time, but the second time.
Person just went crazy.
Okay, cool.
All right, but
yeah. Thank you.
Right, but they worked that platform on Kim, and they made her look bad. She did not do nothing wrong.
Yeah. That's what they do. You know, that's what they do. And they get the Negroes that look like me. Uneducated Negroes don't know nothing about no law. Nothing about no law. Nothing.
Oh, y'all Martin, you smart as hell.
Listen.
Martin, you smart as hell. You crime chaser. You go out there, you beat the street. You beat the pavement.
Yeah. Because see, I know it's a lot of BS going on.
You know what's going on before they know what's going on.
You know?
And that's all it is. And look, all these people out here carjacking and doing all that stuff. We can't control that. It's stuff going on. My citizens have study going on. It go on when I'm at work.
We can't control
them.
They can't control it either. But they want to pump the listen. This is how it goes. When you on a job and normally the management put the fall on the workers when they have poor leadership. It's not Kim's job to stop these criminals. It's her job to prosecute based on the evidence that she's presented by CPD. Now, CPD, you can't blame Kim Foxx on these killings. You have to go out here and solve crime and investigate these crimes. The same people.
And that's what it is right there. And guess what? That's what it is.
The same people that you hate and talk about, them the same ones that you got to go to find out who killed this person. And they don't want to talk to you because of the relationship.
And guess what? It's bigger than this.
Thank you.
And it's bigger than this, Nino. These people out here that's doing all this, they not telling. And see, if the cops was smart and the world was even smarter, we didn't see this coming. These little crimes and stuff is kind. We didn't know like it was going to just turn over like that. It's a turnover crime rate. It's not with her off. It's a turnover crime rate. These young kids, all colors, took over.
Okay. Well, I voted for Kim Foxx twice.
Ain't nobody stopping nothing. These people not seeing nothing. Me too. These people not seeing nothing. The crime gonna keep going on and on and on.
Okay. All right, dear sister. Let me hit this
They
next.
change the laws. Look, Congress needs to change the laws.
Yeah. All right, dear sister. I'll talk to you. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. 5447. 5447.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. You take me off.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you got me on loud mic. You're not supposed to talk on loud mic.
No, I have my.
It sounds like it's an echo.
No,
I mean,
have my
you sound like you far away. Put your are you
no,
sound like you far away,
and it's not.
ma'am.
I have my headpiece on. It's not.
Yeah, take your earpiece off.
I removed it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's much better. Yes, go ahead. Go ahead, caller. Hello. She calling back now. She's calling back. All right. She's calling back. I mean, people, when you call in to this live, take your earpiece off Bluetooth and your phone off speakerphone. Make sure that your audio is turned down, your Facebook if you watch it, because it's going to be a delay. All right. 5447. Let's try it again. 5447. Let's try it again. Hey, caller. All right. Let me try this. 9433. Are you still there? 9433.
Yes, hello?
Yeah, come on, talk. Come and talk to us.
Yes, I am.
Come on,
I'm
talk.
9433, Mark.
Okay, come on.
I just want to say they can't make Kim Fox look bad.
Can you put your mouth on the phone, my sister?
And raise their children.
Sister, talk a little louder in the phone, okay, so we can hear you. All right. Go ahead.
I said they cannot make Kim Fox. They cannot make Kim Fox look bad. I think Kim Fox did a wonderful job. She did a marvelous job. Up and down because she's tired. She's tired. Everybody gets sad. She's sad.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Well, what do you think about Lori if she run for state's attorney? What do you think about Lori if she run?
Lori runs for state's attorney, money.
I'm asking.
They might give it to her, and they might not. All depends. But I don't wish no bad, ill will feelings, no negative people. We all gotta eat.
Mm-hmm.
White man mad because she's stepping down. He's tired. It's just like if you go to work, somebody call off. The fall guy is the next employee.
Mm-hmm.
Put you on all the white man is good for is going to work. Paycheck. I'm being honest. I'm telling the truth and shaming the devil.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's it?
So everybody kids get out here, and yeah, everybody kids get out here and act up. I'm tired of them pointing fingers at our black kids. All races act up. All kids act up.
Mm-hmm. Agree. All right, dear sister.
So that's all I gotta say.
Thank you for calling.
All right, Martin.
No problem. All right, 5447. We'll try it again.
Yeah, tell me about it. This has been interesting. Can you hear me now?
Loud and clear, real loud. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, my earpiece. Every time I think I buy a good one, it ends up sucking.
Oh, okay. All right.
but yeah, I was going to go straight to Kim Fox.
Go ahead. You can do that if you want to. It's okay. Do what you do. This live
But
on
then-
Clip. Go ahead.
But then I heard you
I heard you talk about Daly, and it got me thinking that with everybody who called in, I haven't heard nothing about Judge Evans, who's been in office for like 20 years. I mean, he was our first Black chief judge, and he's still there. And I can't get why everybody's talking about every single state's attorney that walked through the door, but nobody has even mentioned anything that he's doing at all. I find that quite interesting because the state's attorney's office, they work within a system of rules, because you did mention that.
Yes.
And there is a system or a process.
Yes.
When you go up into a court, they call the case and they say certain things, and then the judge goes down certain guidelines and blah, blah, blah. And the chief judge is responsible for how that system, goes in the courtroom. And whenever we, the public, has an issue and we bring it up, like you said, with the inmates being in jail too long or their cases going too long, and we'd be like, hey, we need to move cases along faster. We trust that the people in office make good decisions to make those cases move along faster. The system, that they create some sort of system that doesn't make things worse.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't really say if Kim is responsible for making things worse, because she is not solely responsible for putting a system together.
Thank you.
To meet certain problems, like the problem of evidence. If she wants to ensure that evidence is processed thoroughly, the system that's created to do that may be created by individuals who make things worse. So, but then we still have Chief Judge Evans, who's responsible for overseeing all of that. And if it is, the system is getting worse, or whatever they created is making things worse, he's supposed to step in.
Mm-hmm.
And for what I'm seeing, everybody's complaining that things are getting worse as far as the system, but ain't nobody mentioned his name yet. And I'm not blaming him or one individual. They all work together. They're co-workers, they're peers. And I just believe that when it comes to African Americans, we trust some sort of kinship when they get into office. We believe that they have some sort of understanding. And you did mention Obama. And one of the issues with Obama was, he ain't a brother from the hood. He ain't had the Black experience. How can we trust this kinship? And I understood that. I wasn't trying to be that way, but I understood where they were coming from. You do want that kinship. You don't want a Black person getting in there. And they don't know nothing about the Black experience. They lived in the burbs. They didn't have that type of lifestyle, and they're pretty much rolling with whatever's on the table. So I get that point of view. So I can't really say that Kim Foxx did a bad job. I can say that she was trying to address problems, but she did not appear as though she was endorsing changes in the systematic ways. I think that she should have went to Chief Judge Evans more, but I really wasn't seeing anybody going to him more. Actually, I ain't heard from him at all. I don't even know what he's doing right now. He could be in Hawaii working virtually. I'm just saying, when you spoke about Daly, nobody was objecting Daly because he was keeping people paid. Except for the people in the hood on the ground who like, we don't like Daly and we don't like what he's doing. But the people Daly was paying, who we were relying on to get information from, wasn't passing information to us. So I don't think that everybody was accepting of Daly. And I think that same thing about Chief Evans. I don't think everybody's accepting of the way he's running the courts. I just think that people who are responsible for passing that information to us are not. And I think possibly Kim Fields had an opportunity to speak on that, to say, I talked with Chief Judge Evans, or we're in constant discussions, or we're working as far as systematic changes. And I didn't understand why she didn't mention him at all. And because she is Black, I am at fault to believing that I was waiting for that. But at the same time, everybody's human, and she works within, peership and things like that. And I don't know the circumstances, but I was hoping, because she was a Black woman, that she would come out and speak on the way that he's been managing the systems. Like, I think that the systems he allowed to come into place need adjusting, like the systems on bail and cases being heard, because you had people complaining that their cases were being heard quickly, but they weren't being done accurately.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And, young people were getting the advocacy, so to speak, but the advocacy was in the form of them just being released back out in the street.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that whole system, I just, in the future, whoever we vote for, I do want more pressure put on Judge Evans to stand up, and I don't know, just more communication from his office. And what the state's attorneys do is only a reflection of what he allows to be done, no matter how good or bad of a job they do.
Mm.
But honestly, I have nothing ill to say about Kim Foxx. I don't think she did anything that upsetting.
Mm-hmm.
I think she always reviewed information and evidence with a fine-tooth comb, and that did work against her, because you had people who did not want that evidence reviewed for some other reason, and I don't really know. There's a whole system, but I have no outstanding complaints about her.
Right.
But overall, whoever we get next, they need to talk about Evans, because ain't nobody been talking about him for 20 years. And that's all I wanted to, and that's all I wanted to say. Hopefully that didn't take too far off the beaten path.
No, that's okay. Thank you for your intelligence. Well, let me ask you a question before you leave the broadcast. What about Lori Lightfoot?
Yes, sir.
Would you vote for her if she runs for state's attorney?
I admired Lori Lightfoot's speech, that she always spoke from this realm of toughness. And the same thing with her. She didn't mention Judge Evans either. And she didn't mention other individuals who had roles in the systematic process.
Mm-hmm.
So right off the bat, when I hear people who don't talk about people who have power to make change, I'm always a little suspicious.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, I don't have really any complaints about her either. But like I said, we didn't have one person after another who just seems to overlook people who have the power to make change. I mean, real power to oversee, like Mike Madigan, who finally got out, but for reasons other than the reasons he should have been out for.
Mm. Okay.
All right, but like I said, I wish both of them the best, but I think that they'll be better in the sector of advocacy and education.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for calling.
Just for experience.
Okay. Thank you for calling, ma'am. Thank you so much.
All right.
All right. 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389. All right, people. And let me just say something, people. We're the only community, Black community, well, one of the communities, that we have faces in leadership, and we don't run our own community. You got to remember, because you don't see a white face, that don't mean a white face is not involved in the process. But what are you saying, Martin? Remember, white people run this country. And anything that happens in this country, it has to go through them. Your marriage, your license for your business, your license for your car, your property taxes, you got to buy property through them. It's designed like that. They don't want to talk about it. And as I always tell Black people, you tell me one thing that you own and control, and I'll tell you a liar. That's what I'll tell you. You don't own and control nothing that's worth controlling. No water, no electricity, no gas, no food supply. You don't own the military, the political, judicial process, none of those things. You're just here. And that's the same relationship that our ancestors had with the slave master. Can you see the two in comparison? Our ancestors, they didn't have a say-so in the game. They had to do as they told. They were told where they were going to live. Yeah, I'm talking about it. I won't have to talk about racism if it didn't exist. If racism stopped existing, I wouldn't have to talk about it. It's real. Definitely real. It plays out in the media. It plays out in the judicial system. It plays out in the banks. It plays out in the educational system. It plays out in the healthcare industry. It plays out in the entertaining industry. It plays out in the military. It plays out in the police department. It's all over, people. It's not about a white person calling a black person the N-word. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. Do you know? We quote this scripture all the time. My people perish for the lack of knowledge. Do you know that this system spends billions of dollars to keep us, black people, from not knowing, to hide information? They are experts of hiding information and with wordplay. Did you know that? They are so skillful that they know how to pin a dark-skinned black person and a light-skinned black person against each other. They are so skillful that they know how to pin the young against the old. They are skillful. And I always tell you people, when you have a leader that considers himself a leader, and if he or she is in love with money, that's the wrong leader. In life, we should have guardrails like you see on the expressway. Those rails are there for a reason. Those lines are there for a reason, to guide you. That rail is there for you not to go over the cliff or into another direction to ongoing traffic, coming traffic. These are simple things in life, people. Simple things. Why is it that in every black major city, urban city, you see the same problems of black people? The same problems. Why is that? Is it on accident? What is it? In this game that's being played, you see Oprah Winfrey, Michael Jordan, all these rich people they name. It's millions of poor people. Millions of poor people. I say, people, let's wake up. Nobody's going to save black people but black people. We are our own solution. That's what we are. We all we have. Here's a game that's being played by the Democrats and Republicans. Republicans say, we're going to block off the border. Democrats say, hey, we're going to allow them to come over. First of all, they are working together. And you tell me, a country with all this military firepower, you can't stop illegals coming across the border? No, they want them to come across the border. They want them to serve their purpose, labor. Nobody knows what to do with black people. They're trying to fade us out, people. You see it. They can't use us anymore like they used to use us. We're too smart for them. We're reading. We're learning how things go. What's supposed to be in this life. And when you have an educated man or woman, not only in the education department, but in how the system works, you are a dangerous man and a dangerous woman. It's almost like this, a lollipop. And when you keep licking it, eventually the candy's going to go away and it's going to go into the gum. Then you better bite into the gum and start chewing. People, we're learning, we're evolving, but what we're not doing, we're not loving on each other. We're not protecting each other. And we have to do that in love. They have painted a picture of crime of black people. It's the black people that's shooting, robbing, and stealing. We never talk about the criminals that's in suits and ties that always get away, as George say, with the cheese and never get caught. Now, there also are a set of criminals that's dressed up in skirts, dresses, suit and ties. They may not be out there drive-by shooting, robbing at gunpoint, but they allowing this pen to work. They're robbing and stealing with the pen. This pen is powerful. When you make laws and policies, you can shift the money flow toward the direction that you want it to go. I'm talking, people. We have to educate ourselves on this game, on this system that's in play. The system is working. Who is benefiting from the system? What group of people are benefiting from the system? Y'all know I'm telling the truth and shame the devil. Yeah, for diversity reasons, you let a few blacks, individuals get by just to make it look good. Come on, people. This is real. Racism is real. Sexism is real. Classism is real. All of it's real. Well, you say, well, Martin, you always blaming white people. Yes, I am. I'm blaming the white system that's in play. Do you think the white people is going to put a system down to make themselves equal with us? Equal pay, equal jobs, equal contracts, equal with everything? Anything? No. Why you think you have people like J.B. Pritzker, a known billionaire, running for office? A billionaire running for a couple of $100,000 office. Why you think? And he probably give that away in donations and charitable contributions every year for write-offs. It's power, people. If we don't seek power, we say, well, Martin, I got money, I got power. No, your face is not on that money. You know who's behind that money? White people. White people decide what the dollar is going to be worth. They can tell you that a dollar is only worth 10 cents tomorrow morning if they choose to. Their faces is on it. They are masters of their money. They are masters of the English language. They make up words as they go to fit the glue of white supremacy, to keep it together. They call us lazy, but they went to Africa and brought our ancestors over there and made them do the work that they didn't want to do, that they couldn't do, stand out in the sun all day. But we're lazy. Look at the Mexican population, Hispanic population, the Latin population coming in this country to do the things that they don't want black people doing and the things that the white people are not going to do. They're going to point fingers. They're going to be ahead of, but they're going to be pointing fingers. You do this and you do that. Why you think that we can get a school loan, we can get a mortgage, a car loan, but we can't get no business loan? Well, why you need this business loan? How you know we're going to guarantee get our money back? What's your credit score? What's this? They won't give you no business loan. Because you can establish some freedom, not a complete freedom, when you are financially set as a group of people, not as an individual, as a group. And that's where a lot of us get in trouble. We should be like the beehive. When you attack one, the whole hive should come after you. And that's how we should be. We're the only ones that love to demonize our politicians and our young people. We're the only ones. Right is right and wrong is wrong. That only applies to us. But other folks, they justify bad behavior. We've seen it over and over in videos, in the media, social media. We see it. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Reparations. You have people, a group of people have gotten reparations in this country, and their wrongdoing didn't even happen in this country. Here's a black man and black woman for centuries have been on a plantation, have fought, bled, and died for this country that we're living in. But they will not give us reparations. And you have those that look like me. Well, Martin, we ain't gonna do nothing but spend it on drugs and purses and all that. Regardless, whatever we spend it on, it's ours. Our people, black people, melanated people, we've worked for 400 some years for free labor in this country. And you want to tell us, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. And all you other foreigners, not just Mexicans and Latinos, other whites have came to this country. You've been given land and you've been financed and given grants to build in this country. You've been given a head start. Nobody worked harder than black people. Nobody. Nobody can withstand that sun the way we can. Nobody have ever accomplished on this earth the things that blacks have accomplished. And I'm talking about globally. We have brought civilization to this world, not to only to this country, but to this world. Even those of us are descendants of slaves. We have contributed to this country, not just for labor only, but for a lot of inventions and ideas that we're still doing right now today. We brought science, astrology, numerology. People, this is real. See, when you realize who you are and whose you are, then the greatness can come out of you. Let me tell you something. Let me go a little biblical real quick. When Jesus came on the scene, Yeshua, and when he chose his disciples, the scripture said they were dumb and unlearned men, but they were ordinary people. He asked them, he told them, if you follow me, I will make you fishermen of men. People, God chooses ordinary people to do extraordinary things. There's nothing great about Martin Johnson, but I'm willing to allow myself to be used. I'm a servant. The scripture said, the greatest among you, let him be the servant of all. Not to be served, but to serve. That's the truth, people. Learn your history, and I guarantee you, you will look at things different, and the greatness can come out of you. It's already in you. You need somebody to cultivate it and bring it out of you. You are a great black man and black woman. You have allowed some other group of people to bring an animal kingdom qualities out of us. Some of us, we have stooped so low in life. We are compared to animals. And we know that's not so. God has given us dominion and power over the fowls of the air and the beasts. In this world, in this life, no animal can be compared to a human unless we're having animalistic behaviors. When a lion comes in and takes over pride, what he does, he kills the male lion. He destroys his seed, his cubs, so he can bring in make his lineage strong. People, we're in a war. It may not be in a war of guns and ammunition, but we're in a war of survival. Black against white, white against black. Who's going to maintain the power? Who's going to keep black people in check? Go ahead, Marcus.
Yeah, that's a good question. Who's going to keep the black people in check? First of all, we don't need nobody to check us. We just need to check ourselves at times. But we don't need nobody to control us. Who made them God? They stole, they raped not only black people, but wherever they ship landed at, they caused chaos. Now, are all white people the devil? No. But your leaders, your military generals who stole this country and enslaved people and killed off another group of people to the point where they almost done gone extinct. And you want us to go extinct. This country would be one heck of a country to live in if some white folks would come out of their racist cocoon that they're in. This country could be it's one of the most powerful countries in the world, but it can be one of the most spiritual powerful countries in the world. But it's not, because it's divided. And to hate another man because of the color of his skin is retarded. Retarded simply means stupid. I'm not making reference or offending anybody who is considered that way, I feel that word shouldn't be used to describe a person that's born with a birth defect. I'm talking about the ones that have sense. You are retarded if you hate a man because of the color of their skin. You are stupid because that's something that's flat out stupid. You hate somebody and then you go to your churches and you praise God. How can you praise God and you hate God? Because God created us too. And he didn't put you all in charge over us. Y'all put taxes. Y'all put prices on the earth. The real reason why you have poverty is because you got 1% want to control everything. Y'all even put price tag on the ocean, the lakes, the rivers, and the streams. These people put a price tag on the earth. And if they could have you walking around with an air meter on your neck, they would. If they could control where the sun shines, it would never shine in the black community. Neither would the moon. If they could control where the rain falls, it would never rain in the ghetto. You all hate us for what reason? If anybody should be walking around here mad as hell, it should be us. But we are forgiving people. We're not racist. We can be prejudiced, but we are not racist. We are great people. And we can be a great people unified. The devil is using this color barrier to divide America. America can be a great country. I was told it's not how you got here, it's how you are finished. It's not how this country became what it is. It's where we're going to take this country. We focus on yesterday. We need to focus on the future. I not only love being black, but I love being in this country because this country is my home. My people fought in the army. My people built this country. This country belongs to all of us. America is a nation of immigrants by itself. Everything on the globe is in America. But we can be a strong country if we eliminate these hate groups. We eliminate this hatred that, and black people ain't the ones around here hating on white people. White people hate us to the point that they will move away from us and take their resources and watch us starve. And then blame us and tell us we're to blame for it. We don't own no gun factories. All them guns that barely make it, that have a dysfunction, everything we make is not made perfect. What happens to all those malfunctioning guns? They don't go to the shredder, they go to the street.
Preach.
All them cars that they never sell, sitting on the lot. I'm going to stay on the topic.
Come on with
But
it.
I'm trying to make a point here.
Go ahead, make a point. Preach,
White
brother.
people come out of your...
You there, Marcus? I don't know what.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you got quiet. All right, well, Marcus, we're gonna leave it there, though. It's enough. I'm done talking about this, and this is live, uncut, unedited. We've been on here about an hour and 40 minutes. I appreciate every caller, even if I didn't agree with you or we didn't see eye to eye. There's no love lost. We listen. We are humans. We're going to disagree. We're humans. We might have fallouts, but we have to work things out. We're here for a reason, to work things out. The world is a big stage and everybody have their role to play. I've always said that. That's one of my favorite quotes. And I'm going to tell you something, people. America is falling. Our dollar is not being accepted in a lot of countries. The world is tired of America. And I'm going to tell you, we on the brinks of war. The scripture said in the word of God that in the last days, you shall hear wars and rumors of wars. His return is near. And he's not coming back to save this world at all. At all. Those of you that don't believe it, it's okay. But those of you that know it, it's all right. We have a hope. The songwriter said, brighter than the perfect day. God has given us a spirit, and he wants the world to hear it. People, it's real. You're going to be dead more than you're going to be living. Tell you. People, it's real. We got to love on one another. People is leaving this place. Our parents, our young people, our middle-aged people, we're leaving this place. Our health is failing. We're consuming a lot of bad foods. We're consuming a lot of bad images in our minds. We're consuming bad music. And if that is the case, what will we become? So you telling me, if I'm constantly feeding myself foolishness, what's going to come out? What will I become? We have to be careful what we let come in our ears and what we watch. We have to be careful as humans. Real talk, people. This has been a great discussion. This has been a sobering discussion. We have to do what we have to do, people. We have to love on each other. We have to support one another. We are our own solution. I can't say it no better. And if you waiting on another group of people to save or elevate black people, it's not going to happen. People just don't hand over power like that. I'm just telling you. It's real. Black people, get that hate out of your heart toward one another. Get that hate out of your heart. You would not be able to elevate. You would not be able to grow with all that hate in your heart. Get it out toward your brother. If you can't get along with your brother, stay away from him. Go on the other side. Get that hate out of your life. We hate on each other for the smallest things. Your car is bigger than mine. Your house is bigger than mine. Your job pays more than mine. You get more attention from the white people more than I do. Come on, people with the hate. It's too much hate. Too much ugliness. I've never seen so much hate among a group of people that call themselves so loving, but they hate each other. Love and hate could never be friends, as my Jamaican singer said, Isaac Hayes. Never be friends, oh no. And love and hate can't dwell in the same heart at the same time. Start loving on yourself, loving on God, and you can love your brother and your sister. Thank you so much. You already know what it is.
You already know what it is.
What is it?
Live, uncut.
And this is where we
Tell the truth and shame the devil.
don't know about you, but I
I love being black.